They called me the soap maker of Correggio, but to me, I was a mother protecting her son. Superstition and fear guided my hands, leading me down a path of unimaginable horror. My name is Leonarda Cianciulli, born in Italy in 1894. Life was a series of hardships, but nothing compared to the terror I felt when my beloved son, Giuseppe, was conscripted to fight in World War II. A Romani fortune teller had once warned me that all my children would die young. I had already lost many, I couldn't bear to lose him too. Desperation led me to an ancient belief: human sacrifice could protect those we love. I chose my victims carefully, 3 women from my community, each seeking something more from life, each trusting me implicitly. The first was Faustina Setti, a lifelong spinster yearning for a husband. I promised to find her a suitable match, instructing her to write letters to her family, telling them she was leaving to meet her suitor. She came to my home for a final farewell. I offered her a glass of wine laced with poison. As she sipped, her eyes clouded, and she collapsed. I dragged her lifeless body to a large pot, dismembered her with practiced precision, and set her parts to boil. Her flesh dissolved into a thick, dark sludge. I added caustic soda, creating a soap-like substance. Her blood, I dried in the oven, ground into a fine powder, and mixed into tea cakes. I shared these with my neighbors, a perverse communion. The second was Francesca Soavi, a widow seeking employment. I told her of a teaching position at a girls' school, advising her to tell no one until it was secured. She, too, wrote letters to her loved ones, as I had instructed. When she arrived at my home, I repeated the ritual: wine, poison, dismemberment, boiling. Her remains became more soap and more tea cakes. The third was Virginia Cassiopo, a former soprano, longing to return to the stage. I tempted her with a job opportunity, urging secrecy. She followed the same tragic path as the others. However, her flesh was fat and white. When melted, it produced a soap of the most excellent quality. Her blood made the sweetest tea cakes, a delicacy for those who visited my home. I believed these sacrifices would shield my son from harm, that the alchemy of human fat and blood could weave a protective spell. But whispers began to spread. Virginia's sister grew suspicious and reported her concerns to the authorities. The investigation led to my arrest. I confessed in detail, unflinching, convinced of the righteousness of my actions. In 1946, I was tried for my crimes. The court found me guilty of murder, sentencing me to 30 years in prison and 3 years in a criminal asylum. I spent my remaining days behind bars, unrepentant, a mother who had done the unthinkable in the name of love.